I can see this one here. Oh, yeah, all right. Put that on the video. Real life right there. Morning everyone. We got us a catch here in our blind set. We picked the coyote up in. Here my bait pile is. I'm getting my lines checked before I meet up with Josh and we run that other line. Show you what we got over here. It's a pretty guy. Got a lot of white on him. It's definitely one that I want. But we just picked him up. Just had that blind set here. It's been set for a week and a half now, 2 weeks. Hadn't made a catch. I think we had one miss here, and finally picked this little skunk coming up in here, going back and forth from the scrap pile. But anyway, I'm gonna get him taken care of, get this reset, and keep moving this morning. Alright guys, we had a miss right up here on this crossover last night in that Duke 650, but they're coming across it, dropping down, and they're hugging that bank. They got a trail on the bottom side of this dam where they're hugging that bank. And what Josh is doing, he's getting a 330 rigged up on a stand right there, and we're just going to come out here to the very end of this bank where that trail's at, and place that 330 right down in the middle of that trail. And that way we've got two guarding this crossing, so if we miss on one, there's a good chance we'll get them on the second. All right guys, there's that finish. So basically they're coming over right there, dropping down under that brush, hugging that bank, and Josh got that 330 on that stand right here where it pops out at. He's just wiring it. Normally, don't worry too much with wiring it off, but with us being in that river, it's not but another foot out here before it gets too deep that we can get to it. So we're just wiring it off to that tree limb right there.
I'm hoping they come right out of there, they go down through that hole, come in, and before they ever bring their head up, boom.
Pushed over and tripped, or I think in his mouth. Let's take one of these drowner rods, put on the top end of that, and then we'll have the 330 there.
That's the only trap we got here.
I think he had I think there's a foothold right there. Hand me some setters too. I think they're up here on the front. Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna pull this out where it's flowing pretty good this time. Yeah, he had it stick in his mouth when he come through. Alright guys, so either he had a stick he had in his mouth as he come across here last night, or that stick washed through the trap and set it off. Either way, we're going to fix it. We're replacing that foothold above this break. So I'm going to get this reset. Just like that. You can kind of clean this out again a little bit. Set that 330 right back down in that channel. Just like that there. Alright, I'm gonna call that good right there. Josh is setting that TS85. Is that a TS85 or a Bridger? TS85. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this out pretty good this time, guys, and get that water really coming. Where's that trap at? Okay. Just kind of open that up a little bit more. I think that there will be good. Don't want to come up here and fix that. Just get all this stuff so nothing washes through that 330. All right. Looks like this one may be gone. Oh, they tore it up last night. And throw some coon cuffs up here on this coon trail. I'm gonna step down here and check this one here. I'm pretty sure that trap's gone. You can tell them beaver were all up in here last night. Oh, there, it's still up here. Miss.
Trap set off?
No, it's still set. Oh, let's ease up here. That's where we got all these 330s setting this run. I'll grab these setters and walk out here. It's still set. I can see the top of it there. This one's still set right here. I tell you what, guys, they just hadn't been moving for whatever reason. I just have to wait for them to move again. Still set. I'll go ahead and just walk right here. It ain't but 30 yards to them next sets if you want to. Only thing I can figure, guys, we've had that bout of warm spell. Water dropping pretty good. I don't know if they just hold up or what, but talking to some other trappers, they're saying the same thing right now. But they're coming up to our mounds and we're just missing them. So that one's still sit there. We got a couple on the other side, don't we? On the edge. That 330 still set down there in that run, guys. And this snare has been knocked over. So I had a miss on that snare. Let's reset that thing. just like that, guys. We put one on both sides. We needed to if we didn't. Probably drop a 330 right there.
I remember what we did right here. With flags,
Yeah. I bet there's one right here.
I remember we pulled up here and we come in over on the other side. Yeah, because me and you talked, because I walked out there. I checked the little spot and I didn't like it. And come
Yeah. Got one? Alright guys, so there's my little set. Josh has got a dog proof. He's gonna throw on this trail. Alright guys, we stopped here. I just put that 330 in here. We got the foothold up there. Josh threw a dog proof on this trail on the other side, and right over here we just threw in a box set, one of them 160 boxes right here on this trail on the side of it. Just got that 160 inside that cat litter box, and then we just kind of camouflaged it with some of this grass. Baited in the back with some beaver meat. But we'll see if we might have something in it.
We'll move downhill here.
That stick's still up.
We got something on the other side.
I can't remember.
Why don't you look at that caster now?
I know it. I think we did put one on the other side. That worked pretty good,
yeah,
though.
It does. Well, you don't want to forget to do that, do you? Gosh,
yeah, there's 330 there still set. That stick's still up. Don't mean it ain't tripped.
That's where we caught that one yesterday.
That bigger one.
Yeah.
Man, I don't.
That we put up there that turned brown and chunky? Or is that beaver shit?
I think it were there. I don't think we did it. I don't remember.
I don't remember that black.
Cause see, there's leaves down to look like he come up and missed our trap.
Or to the left, didn't he?
Yeah. There's a little bit of a run right there, but it's muddy. I bet right here is where they're crossing. Yep, right there. Let me check, make sure it goes back up. Yep, grab a 330. Yeah, stand will be fine. I bet you that next one up there has got the same thing. We're missing those beavers out there on the edge of the river. And on them crossings, they're going around our traps. We're having misses. We ain't picked any up this morning, so we're walked back in here into the slough a little bit this morning. Got this little island that goes across here, this little bit of a levee, and I knew there had to be a travel way where they're going across it, and I'm standing in it right here. So I get up right here, and it's thigh deep. And right here I'm pretty close to the top of my boots, and then right here it goes back up to almost ankle deep. So right here's the road that they're using, and I'm just gonna, it's actually getting a little bit narrower right here. I'm gonna come right off this tree, anchor to this tree, and we're gonna set that trap right here in the middle of that run. I bet if we go right up there, you can see another one right up there. Probably be worth getting over there to it and setting another one in it. Alright, so I just want to get this thing right in the middle of that run. So right there, right there, right there is where I want it. Just gonna push that stand all the way to the bottom as far as I can, just like that. Alright, I'll slide this thing on a stand, Josh. I anchor it around that tree right there. You just got to wrap that cable around it and hook it to itself.
Let's see how much room you need.
And get the safeties off, guys. We got that trigger bent to where that whole thing's open. They're going to hit their belly, chest on that trigger. And we're just going to slide it right down that stand all the way to the bottom. Just like that right there. We got this stick right here. We'll just go ahead and just lay it right across the stand like that, and we should pick one up there. Yeah, right here, guys. So there's gonna be the same thing on this little levee. I bet there's a pretty good crossover right here too. May even be going off on the other side of this. We'll get out here and look real quick. This almost looks like an old dam. Man, look at the tracks on this thing, Josh.
Yeah, let's don't step out on it just yet.
There ain't no defined. Maybe better go around and on that high bank over there.
Stay out there as all far as
There's got to be a same thing. There's got to be a channel underneath that thing somewhere. This right here, I think this is I see beaver tracks, but that's mostly raccoons. Just in that bare dirt.
Them old crawford, old wedge tracks there and beavers up there. You see where he went up right there?
Yeah, but there's no defined spot to get him. There's a little bit of a dip right there. Oh, I bet it's right here. Yep, whoa. Yeah. No, I think it got right to the edge. Hell, that's it. You don't grab another one of them stands and throw in here. Them two sticks right there, Josh, are marking both sides of it. That's the narrowest spot I found. Yeah, I'll get that ready if you want to.
Okay. Right there.
Yeah, it's wide back here, but I think you can step right across there right there if you need to straddle it. Pretty shallow right up to that first stick. Pull them sticks out of the way. I just wanted to mark it. Ooh. I think you can straddle it pretty easy right there, maybe. Still recording? Yeah.
It's gonna be perfect.
I gotta get some new triggers put on these things.
Man, I run a bunch of this one.
I'll do too until they break off, and then I got two of them sitting there at the shop that don't have a trigger on them. I need to get fixed. Is the top of them, will the top of them squeeze shut? Yeah, what's amazing about this spot is you got all this trash right here anyway.
Now, if they come from that way, it's a done deal.
Oh yeah, even that direction. I mean, they know by habit they're gonna go underwater and swim under right here. They're just used to it. All right, guys. So we were going down the river and looked over here. We can see the beginnings of a hut where they started bringing those peeled sticks, putting sticks on top of it. I can see some fresh mud over there on that other side. Now, there wasn't a trail or anything going off this side that we could see, and I believe that's going to be because they've got a den under the water, probably under this tree root. They've got a hole under the water. There's a cave in over there, so they were using that. I bet they've got another one right in here somewhere, so they're not having to come up on the bank. They're going in that hole, coming up here into this bank den, and then they're starting to build a hut on top of it. Right here, guys, we can see where they've been coming up feeding. Right here is a dry hole. I'm gonna take a stick, step right off this edge, and see if I can identify a hole run coming out of there. Alright, so right there it drops off pretty good. There's a little hole right here. Goes back up in there. Let's grab us another stick and we're gonna mark that hole for now. Just gonna stick it up right here. Right there it drops off again quite a bit, guys. So I'm gonna just feeling around with that stick for a hole that goes up in there. Right there, it's not 12 inches deep, but right here at this tree, it really drops off, but I'm not identifying a hole right there. I don't know if that's just that. All right, so right there is a hole. There's a hole right there. I bet you there's gonna be a couple more down through here as well. Man, is that mud slippery. Yeah, just real easy, guys. I'm just checking in front of me for a run, going up in there. I'm almost gonna bet there's at least one more. Right there is gonna be. Looks like it might have caved in. Right here's a chew stick sticking out that they fed on. So far I'm not, I almost feel like that ground's collapsing under me. They may have a deeper run or farther out there. I bet right here, guys. So right there it drops off pretty good. Right there. You got those trees right there. And a lot of times they'll use those tree roots to start a hole. I believe we've got another one right here. Can't really tell if it's Yep, another one right there. So we need three. We're gonna grab three 330s and we're gonna get them set in these bank holes. All right, guys, so here's that hut, those three runs that I identified. Right here, we just got a 330 guarding this one, hole going in. Right here is a lot deeper channel. We got it right behind that tree. We got a 330 guarding it. And then one more right over there where that limb comes out into the water. There's a hole going in. We got a 330 on it. So hopefully we'll pick one up here. This is gonna be the same colony where we got those runs set on those levees that go across this slough, 2 different levees. So we should have some beaver waiting for us here in the morning out of this colony. Josh threw in a couple of coon cuffs over here. We found a pile of scat. We found a toilet. Josh threw in some dog proofs on it. So I'm gonna keep moving on. This is the farthest we've been down, got any sets, so we're gonna move on down, keep putting sets in for the day. This is the first day both of us has had where we really don't have nothing else going on. So all right, guys, so going down through here and we saw this run. I want you to look at that back foot on that beaver right there. Huge. There's my hand. You got this well beat trail going up here. I set a drowning rod out here on this end of it with TS85. Josh went up there and found a spot. He's gonna throw a 330. So there we go. chances are we'll never know what that was, but I'll get over there and show you guys that how that cable is rolled up. I've seen, I bet it was otter. Now here's a little dam they put in here, beaver. Yeah, almost looks like a bank den right here. Bunch of hollow holes. Probably right there, entrance to it.
Okay.
You stick your toe up in a hole.
Yeah, right underneath my foot right here.
Grab a 330.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll grab.
Right here on the back side, ain't that otter trap?
Yeah. Yeah, there's gonna be an otter. You can see claw marks right there. There's a little bit of a pad. And I mean, a good indication is that right there. I mean, them dudes get caught, they just roll. And he just rolled that enough, got it tangled up around that it broke that. It broke that snare right there.
Yeah. Broke it right above the...
No, it's on down that cable because he wrapped around 2 or 3 times.
And here's the earth anchor.
Yeah, he just rolled and rolled. That may be, is that, no, that's where you had your snare attached to the earth anchor, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. He just rolled until that snare broke. Chances are that animal isn't gonna make it. We get some more, we hadn't set this area. This is the last set going this direction. So we're fixing to set it pretty heavy. And throw a bunch of crossover sets and stuff, and we may pick him up. If he doesn't die, we may end up getting him. But yeah, you can tell just back in here where he just rolled and rolled. Look at what a dam we got here, fellas. Oh, Josh is back up this way where he just missed that otter at, and I just grabbed another 330. He's gonna walk on down here a little ways, and look at this crossover. We're gonna bring a drowning rod and set up here. I'm gonna take this 330 and sit down here at the bottom of this thing, and you can see how long this dam is. So we're gonna take some time and get this area set up here good. Come look at this real quick while you're here, Josh. I got that 330 at the bottom. I figure we'll put a drowner and a foothold.
See the crossover?
Yeah, it's right here. There's probably another one. This is gonna, I'm gonna walk it. It probably stretches way back in here. Looking at it, it looks like it's gonna go a good ways.
You want me to boat in from there or what you gotta do?
I don't know, can you get in from right here?
Right, Ken. I'll see what I can do.
All right, guys, so I I set that crossing with a Bridger number 5 on extension cable for a live catch on the top end, and I got the 330 on the bottom end. Josh come over here and made a heck of a dam break in this dam. That was the only crossing that we found. Made a good dam break, and he's getting this Duke 850 set. Trying to. It's a pain in the butt, ain't they?
Yeah, I'm struggling.
Yeah, you got to get used to them. They're strong.
Come here just a minute, Chris. Went over here and put that hand into the corner.
All right. Give it a good push down real fast. There you go. It's got the night latch on it too. We're gonna have to anchor. Here you go, Josh. Anchor to a tree. I was gonna use this extension here. Here you go. Let's take it and wrap it around this whole bunch of trees a couple of times and just go right back to that same split ring. I think that'll keep it short. No, it's just gotta wrap around right here, guys. A couple of times to take up some of that slack. And then we'll go right back to that split ring there. That's gonna anchor that trap here. Did you get that cat set put out, or box set? I'll walk over and look at it, show you guys. Oh yeah, it looks good. Josh just tucked that box there in that brush, edge of that brush, just kind of camouflaging it in with some of that. Charlie Bass told me, Josh, and I started doing it, take like some of this, and he said, you know, I'll show you guys what we got. So I got a piece of wire on that beaver meat in the back of that bucket. It's tied up in there. But Charlie says a lot of times he's found that if they can see it, they'll reach for it with their arm.
Okay.
But if you'll take grass, just some of this stuff, and cover it up,
yeah,
behind the trap, between the bait and the trap, they can't see it, then they're more likely to stick their head in there and try to see what's in there. Yeah, just shove it all the way back in there behind the trap. Yeah, just basically covering that bait in the back of that bucket. He says that'll make them want to, seems to make them want to put their head in there more. There we go.
You're saying if you don't do that, they just stick their paw.
Yeah, he says a lot of times if they can see it, they'll reach in there and try to grab it. But if they can't see it, they'll more likely to stick their head in there.
Great.
Oh, whew, I'm about wore out.
Hey, we're gonna have to go up there to Kim's kitchen. I set it for a trap, and I'm gonna have to eat.
I'm with you. Let's go see what Miss Kim's got us cooked.